Hey, just getting ready. Just finished getting ready. Just kind of finished my lunch. Went and joined the Midland Run Crew this morning. Track Tuesday. And then dropped Kylie Ray off at work and fired off into the gym for round 2 with Legacy Fitness with Matt Orlando, and just crushed a leg workout, and then still had a little bit of something in the tank and built up angst, maybe, I don't know. Did a little bit of stairs at the end. I'm gonna spend the next little bit getting a vision board finished. I got all the pictures printed the other day and cut up, and I wrote my vision board out. Life's been a crazy ride, and it's a good ride. I keep telling everybody that whenever we talk, whether it's talking about my life or just life in general, not one thing do I regret. And I think that's important. I don't know, for me anyway, I think life is a crazy one-way ticket, one story, one line of choices, trials, tribulations, but at the end of the day, everything that you do to present makes you who you are. Whether it's what you're thinking, how you think, what your hope for the future is. And I think that's important. I started down a fitness journey, is what I thought it was, kind of, with Matt. And upon our first conversation, we chatted about life and realized that I think it was more than fitness. I wanted some help, for sure. Kind of staying on track or learning a bit more about fitness, learning a bit more about my body, about one's body, and maybe taking a little bit of not so much the easy way out. I don't think that's the right way, but to look at it, but getting some help to understand and track things properly, to learn one's body and be honest with yourself and give yourself that, probably 3-4 weeks of real life trials of getting back into how you should be eating. And then upon us talking and visiting, we realized that I'm just been lost here, and building a mindset that also strengthens here, so that there's no I don't know what the wording is, probably to build a stronger foundation. I've been fortunate. I lost about 120 pounds last couple of years that I have been able to keep off as well. We stepped out of COVID up in Canada, and they locked us down in wild ways. And my lockdown kind of manifested itself into becoming a really good drinker and a no give a shit artist on what I was putting in my body. Emotionally eating because we were sad and mad and all those things. I woke up one day, I was 300 pounds. I had to hold my breath, put my socks on, and I don't know, I had a wake-up call one day. A friend of mine in electrical school actually reached out to me around that time and said to listen to or read Goggins' book, his first book. And that saved my life. That book inspired me in my head anyway, and I was craving more. And I listened to Cameron Hanes' book. After that, Cameron Hanes is a hunter, but he had this one thing that he said in the middle of his book, that to try and build the start of your mental shift, to try and pick something that is easy enough to do every day, but hard enough to be a pain in the ass, and do that every single day for 1 year. And knock on wood, haven't missed a day since, I think it's June 28th. It's in my Instagram bio, of 2020. I chose 1 mile. Being Canadian, we're on the metric scale, so I was kilometers. 1 kilometer seemed easy enough, and 0.6 more of a kilometer is a mile. So to me, that was both easy enough and just hard enough, especially the way that we used to think, or that I used to think, with being and living in Canada. And then since now joining Matt, like I said, I've been lucky enough, I've been able to keep that weight off. And Matt has been influential in wild ways to try and calm one's brain and learn ways to build a strong mental mind, so that if and when the old ways and the old thinking kind of starts to fade in, you have ways to battle and stand up for what your hope and your future looks like. You know, mine has been fairly sober. I don't drink anymore, and you know, been trying to clean up my act as far as eating goes, so that you know, when you want a refeed meal, like, you truly just enjoy the refeed and you're not overindulgent, and then finding yourself saying things like, fuck it, I've gone this far, I might as well eat like crap all day. But to just enjoy the little things, as well as enjoying the process of taking care of yourself. Anyway, I don't know, I've been toying around with the idea of starting some type of a podcast, starting some type of a, I don't know, talk about life, some of the things that have been going on and the way my brain thinks, or how I use, or what I use to try and get through the days. Lately I've been lots of going to the gym, running like crazy. I love it, but at the same time I hate it. I don't like waking up early. I don't like forcing myself to run 4 or 5 or 6 miles when my bed's pretty warm and comfy, and you could feel a little bit more energized. But that's been the start of my focal point of building a stronger here and a stronger here. And then I usually couple my journal entries or my Instagram posts with some music. I love music. It's like a cheat code when you're doing something hard. You get lost in something that taps into something that you're feeling or thinking about. I know the first marathon I did, I listened to the same song for 3 hours and 59 minutes straight. I guess it was a little less than that. It popped up and on my run, and that's the one I just went, okay, and put it on repeat for whatever reason until my headphones died, and then finished the race up with it just pumping through my phone speaker as loud as it could until I was finished. And sometimes, yeah, some people say that's kind of like cheating. Maybe. There are some of the days when just going for a run and getting lost in your own thoughts are crucial, and they're needed. Anyway, this is number one. Number one. Messy. What did Matt call it? I need to go. I wrote it down. We're just starting. I don't know how this is supposed to look or work, but what did we call it last night? Messy action. Stand around and think about it and what to do and try and make it perfect when there's no need for perfection. Perfection comes with trials and tribulations, and I don't think we ever reach perfect. So messy action. We're just getting started. This is my first try, my first kick at the cat. Anyway, 1 mile a day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.